You've been awfully busy lately. Don't forget to eat lunch.
Oh. Oh, is Lavenza coming here in her butterfly form?
As for myself, be sure to order some jelly-filled bread and...
Morgana, I'm not sure if cats should eat jelly-filled bread.
That's...
Lavenza. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just fluttering down the hall like a graceful... Wait, that's not my point.
We can't recognize her?
Let's follow it.
Everything started with the butterfly.
Hey!
Chase it down so you don't lose sight of it.
Making fun of me?
Come on, little butterfly. I was kind of thinking about whether we go to the roof, but hey. Hey, you see that? I went to the first floor. Down we go. Where are we going? Where on earth is it trying to go? I don't know, Morgana. Also think about that. Come on, we gotta follow it for now. I wonder if everyone else is going to be there. Is that Maruki's office?
For real?
The nurse's office? What's going on here? It is Maruki's office. It's just like in my dream. It even showed up in your dreams. That's strange. Well, never mind that. There's no point in thinking about that right now. Let's get inside the nurse's office quickly. Can we discover something there? Oh yeah, that's probably the reason. Wow, that curtain is really see-through.
Lady Lavenza.
She even has a book with her.
Hello. Thank you for coming.
What's with the formality?
That's odd. I thought humans regularly exchange phrases such as that upon meeting. Perhaps it would have been more appropriate to say, "What's up?"
Yeah, please go for that. How's it hanging?
Oh, well, anyway, how about we get this started?
What's up?
As I told you yesterday, there's something I wish to tell you. But first, please gather your other friends here.
I think she sounds like way more like Justine than Caroline, right?
Here? You want to meet in the nurse's office?
This place is filled with the cognition of bed rest. Maintaining my existence in a reality controlled by someone like Maruki is no simple feat.
Lavenza's so much nicer than the twins. She really is. Especially compared to Caroline.
But the exhaustion that it induces is limited by this place's cognition, so I may converse with you all in person here.
No, Justine was the... was the more aggressive one.
I... see.
Let us continue this conversation once everyone involved has convened.
Oh, she looks so tired.
Until that time, I will provide my eyes a much-needed rest.
Oh gosh, I'm also yawning.
Wait, rest? Lady Lavenza?
I really like her... I really like her butterfly accessories.
I guess we should get everyone in here. Infiltration success.
I'm rather surprised no one took notice of us.
I mean, you're just wearing like school uniforms, or like sport uniforms at least.
Considering how I don't have an adequate excuse for the school to approve your being here. We're lucky it went as well as it did.
And I think you probably just have to go in there like confident enough and no one is going to question you, right? This music is hitting all the good spots. Persona music is so nice, Hila. It really has awesome tracks. I especially like the ones where there's also like singing. So like some really nice lyrics involved.
As long as you maintain an air of confidence, you can fool just about anybody into thinking you belong.
How did you find us, Akechi?
I must say, though, I hadn't expected you to actually reach out to me for something like this.
We asked him. That explains it.
Well, it's just as we said before. We've accepted your offer to work together.
I'm bobbing my head unconsciously. Nice.
Now's not the time to let personal stuff get in the way of our goal. But if you ever betray us again, we'll make sure you regret it.
All right, then.
Can't get much worse than last time, though, right?
That's no concern of mine, anyway. Remember what I told you all before?
I also do wonder, just look at the cupboards in the background. There's so many mats in there. Why is this room not locked?
We share a mutual interest. Until Maruki is defeated, we have a deal to uphold.
It appears that everyone's arrived.
Oh yeah, but Akechi doesn't know her. Akechi doesn't know about the Velvet Room.
Does this mean you're ready to begin?
Ain't that our line?
Tell us what you know.
Yes. I wished to speak with you about the circumstances that led this Maruki to alter reality as you know it.
Am I forgetting something, or is Akechi just like accepting the fact that a girl materialized out of thin air?
As well as the true nature of his power.
You know all of that?
I admit there will be a degree of speculation involved, but only to a small extent. First, I will explain the situation with the current reality. I believe that Maruki has altered the cognition of the masses.
Like the Holy Grail.
In other words, it's thought that the alterations he's made are the result of his meddling with mementos.
Why is this whole thing Maruki's doing getting like more and more similar to what the Holy Grail was doing? And hey Alistair, how are you doing? How are you? How was your week?
He changed mementos? How is that even possible?
Akechi's seen enough shit Dubsy's faced. Maybe. How did it come back?
Wait, don't forget about our experience with the Metanav and Maruki's palace.
But still, how was it even reactivated to begin with?
Seems like this kind of thing has a habit of sticking around despite our expectations.
Mementos is the cognition of the masses given form. If that man is truly capable of controlling individuals' cognitions, and that man were also to gain access to mementos, it would be no surprise that he could impact everyone's cognitions and affect reality itself.
So Maruki was able, as a palace ruler, to expand his reach from his own palace into mementos? Oof.
Could he really have done all that?
I'm good, thanks. My week has been a long one. Aw, to be honest, but I have a long weekend, so that makes up for it. I have Monday and yourself. Nice. Do you have any plans? Lots of Dragon Age or something else?
I mean, it's assumed that Dr. Maruki has the power to control cognition, right?
Told you he was super evil. Yeah, I mean, the things you missed, Alistair, in the stream so far really didn't show Maruki's nicest sides, I'd say. It got worse. And we all also said, like, Alistair's missing out here. You could have said, told you.
Exactly. That man's controlling of cognition. Let's see. Why don't we refer to his power as actualization? Most likely, that actualization is a power unique to a persona.
So he's a palace ruler, but he has a persona?
In other words, this man named Maruki is...
He's a persona user?
I thought persona users couldn't have palaces.
That's impossible.
It's kind of like the first thing you told us, Morgana.
There's no way to have a persona and a palace at the same time.
Determining when Maruki first awakened to his power is wholly impossible. However, by the time he crossed your paths,
And that's what makes him so powerful? Having both a persona and a palace?
there's no doubt that he was making use of his actualization, although he may have only been doing so subconsciously.
Even if it is just his subconscious, he's using a persona in the real world.
Maybe also that's what links the palace ruler to the real Maruki.
So his ability to make Yoshizawa-san think she was Kasumi-chan.
It was most likely through the use of actualization.
Still though, even if we assume that
powerful.
Maruki has unique persona abilities, such as the case with him and myself,
I'm away to the concert on Sunday, a double headliner. Solosis and Fit for an Autopsy. Fit for an Autopsy is a nice band name. And Sleep Token on Monday. Nice, sounds cool. And you are really on a lot of concerts at the moment, right? Enjoy! Not surprising that Maruki has a persona. You think so, Mara-chan? Despite always being told that like palace rulers can't have personas, I am surprised.
we still need to determine how he used that power on Mementos as a whole, rather than a single individual.
Right. Even if there were some kind of power that could affect mementos, it's on a whole other level from what we've seen so far. A single person just shouldn't be capable of all that.
You know, it's Holy Grail level of power.
That's true. Changing reality just by thinking about it isn't something humans do. It's something that, like, gods do.
See? On last episode, killing God. On this episode, killing a therapist.
And what if he became such a god?
Did he kind of take like the power from the Golden Grail?
The god of control.
Ha! Called it!
Indeed, the being in Mementos that you all defeated was a false deity that the masses deludedly clung to.
Or is everyone who's like embracing their fake reality kind of like empowering Maruki through that? Kind of like what happened with the Holy Grail as well.
It is easy to conclude that Maruki simply took over the false god's position when it disappeared.
Nice.
Took over his position? What do you mean? So you're saying society thinks of Doc as a god now or something?
Now, the Phantom Thieves are the ones who gained the masses' support after defeating this so-called god of control. So it would follow that the masses would turn to the Phantom Thieves next as their savior. In that case, why did they instead turn to Maruki, who did none of the work the Phantom Thieves did?
So, I mean, he's warping reality? The masses were invested in the Phantom Thieves, no Maruki.
Wait, you what? What do you mean? We never wished for anything like this. Is that really true?
It's most likely because
We wished for it, did we? Yeah, not towards the end of the year. I never really expected it. Usually winter's quiet time. I think my last concert is the Heavy Metal Festival in December. Oh, but that's really late in the in the year. That sounds cool. Sounds like pretty much fun for you. Your necessary evil is just an excuse to justify your own crimes. Those excuses are unnecessary to society. The truly necessary evils are always kept collared and controlled by the state. Mikima, he reminds me of this Chainsaw Man character. Mikima? We wished for it. Even though I'm not sure how.
What?
So we did just, like, wish enough for reality to be different? To put Maruki into power?
At after we defeated the God of Control, we wished for reality to be like Dr. Maruki described it. And it happened?
Crazy.
I don't remember doing any wishing with you guys and Doc. I mean, when would we have even had the chance to?
Also, Maruki in his palace was the real Maruki and not a shadow version of him. True, he didn't have like yellow eyes, right? Now that you're saying it. So, is there even a palace ruler? Or is he just like a Persona user who also has a palace? Makima, she is the devil of control. She changes people's perceptions and makes them love her and become obsessed with her. Yeah, seems not too far off.
What about our counseling?
You can't change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it'd definitely be better if none of this had happened at all, but... Well, no matter what path you might have to take to get there, I hope your Trek dreams will still do you some good in the end. Thanks.
Looks like you all walked right into the spider's parlor.
I thought it was just like a matter of speed, you know? You'd be like, oh, I wish.
There's no way of knowing how many of those situations were intentionally orchestrated by that man. However, the result is still the same. A desire for his actualization was seeded within your hearts.
And I guess with Kasumi, aka Sumire, he actually found out that he has that power, right? And then decided to do it on a greater scale. Oh boy. Maybe Maruki's persona went berserk. Ah, you mean that created the palace?
Thus, I have no doubt that it was your own desires that led to their actualization.
So this is all our fault, huh?
We're the ones who told him the cognitive world really exists, too.
He has to be stopped.
Right, let's fight. If this is our own fault, we've got to be the ones to fix it.
Yes. This realization changes none of what we must do.
Very well. Then allow me to proceed.
But I mean, then I guess we have to first cut off like Maruki's power supply somehow. So do we have to make like other people realize that the reality is fake they're living in? Or do we have to go back to mementos? Oh no.
This world is in a very unstable condition currently. On the day that the God of Control fused mementos with the real world, the merging was undone through your efforts, and the two worlds are now attempting to return to their initial states.
So, what you're saying is this world has reverted to a state where the fusion with mementos hasn't been totally undone.
And I guess that's also what gives like Maruki the power to influence the world, because it is connected to mementos.
That explains why Maruki's palace was visible in Odaiba.
And that too.
Even as we speak, Maruki is still influencing this world in places where its boundaries are blurred. As slow a pace as it may be, he still continues to actualize the world of the masses as a whole. Should this continue, reality shall merge with mementos once more. The two worlds will again become one.
Yeah, and last time that wasn't really cool.
When that happens, anyone trapped within the actualized world can never again awaken to the original one.
And Maruki is kind of like the supreme ruler.
No.
This issue goes beyond the masses as well. Although you are all Persona users, it would be next to impossible to defy Maruki in a world completely under his control. To be clear, once the two worlds conclude their fusion, there will be no chance of your success in this mission.
Gosh, Maruki's really powerful apparently.
And I believe this fusion will conclude in 1 month's time.
We only have a month.
If memory serves me correctly, February 3rd was the date Dr. Maruki gave us, right?
And I mean, hey, that sounds like less than a month.
Could he have possibly chosen the time limit based on when his actualization will be completed?
But like, that February is like less than a month away.
It's possible.
If that's the case, we don't got another choice except to steal his treasure by then.
We'll need to secure our route to the treasure by the 2nd so we can send our calling card.
I wonder what Maruki's treasure is going to be.
Then, on the day of, we're most likely going to have to fight Maruki.
Allow me to produce the calling card. This is certain to be our final card. I'll pour my heart and soul into its creation.
We kinda said that before about it being our final card.
Be that as it may, there are still some unsolved questions.
I mean, Maruki's the palace's ruler. You mean the meta-nav?
Right?
What's the deal with the palace's name? Doesn't seem to affect the app's functions, but
That must also be a product of Maruki's cognition. He most likely learned that you could somehow infiltrate the metaverse. As long as he permits your existence, your method of infiltration will not entirely disappear either.
True. Given his level of power, he could probably also just like make people disappear. If he can create people again and bring them back, right?
However, in his heart he must have feared you would learn his identity as the palace's ruler. Perhaps such a feeling took the form of hiding the ruler's name from you.
But in that case, why didn't Dr. Maruki just actualize us out of existence entirely?
So I at least hope that he doesn't want to kill us. I mean, Maruki thinks he's doing the right thing, right? Maybe he wants to save us.
Maruki told us he wants us to accept his world.
Can we not just dump him in real life, beat him senseless? He doesn't seem like he put up much of a fight. No, we're not going to beat up people, Alistair.
It may be hard to believe, but since we mutually benefit from his actualization, maybe he really does want us to submit.
I really think so. Maybe if everything else fails, Alistair, then we can do that. Plan
Sorry,
B.
even if it does fix shit for us, I just can't accept the world getting treated like that. Let's start the infiltration tomorrow, yeah? And you? Sound good?
You're willing to ask me as well.
Look at that smirk.
Duh, dude. The Phantom Thieves don't act unless it's a unanimous vote.
If we just... No. Akechi's not a Phantom Thief.
Fine then.
And I mean, are we seriously adopting that he wants to go for Maruki?
You know I have no intention of accepting Maruki's world anyway.
And that settles that.
Wait, what about Yoshizawa-san?
Come on. Join us, Sumire.
we may not have summoned her as one of the Phantom Thieves. This definitely involves her as well. Maybe we should fill her in on our situation once she comes to terms with her own. What she does with that information, though, that's up to her.
Right.
She has to join us. She has to be for longer in the game and as a companion than like 2 fights. I mean, there's like 9 of us and one of him, he definitely choose violence. I mean, we're also choosing violence in the metaverse, aren't we?
If that concludes matters, I shall continue to watch over you, trickster.
Sumire, did I just say Kasumi again? It will be really hard to get rid of that. Sumire, Sumire, Sumire.
Please show me the path that you choose for humanity.
I also really like Lavenza, she's cool. Bye, butter. Oh. Well, I guess Sumire knows what's up.
I just...
She looks nice with the open hair, though.
Guess we might as well close up for the night. Hey, once you're done washing that, you can go ahead and call it a...
Is it Sumire?
welcome.
Or is it Akechi? Come on, Akechi, let's go to the aquarium again and make out.
Yoshizawa?
Have a seat. She's here to see you, right?
Awkward.
Yeah, don't worry about finishing up. I'll take care of it later.
I hope she's going to join us now.
Sorry for coming over so late. And thank you for the coffee. It's delicious.
Aww.
Would you mind if I got something off my chest?
Go for it.
Thank you. So, to tell the truth, I saw you all go into the nurse's office today. And, I sort of eavesdropped on your conversation.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of Shadowheart, like, I couldn't help to overhear. Well, I could have, but I didn't. About Maruki.
You've all found the paths you want to take, and are following them with such confidence.
I mean, as Kasumi, she was pretty damn confident, right?
Whereas, I'm simply... like Dr. Maruki said before, I ran from the truth.
Yeah, but he also didn't help you to come to terms with that. Pat. Accept yourself, Sumire, you were not at fault. Hell yeah.
I couldn't handle the fact that Kasumi died because of my actions.
And I'm sure a few broken bones in real life will give you a boost in the metaverse. Oh wow.
My memories are still a bit hazy, but even when I remembered that I'm really Sumire, I didn't want to accept it. I was still running from reality, where Kasumi is gone, where I had to live for Kasumi instead of as her.
Do you still want to run?
No,
Come on, you can do it.
like I said earlier, I realized something when I saw you all striving to push onward.
Oh, the music is so good and so fitting.
I can't keep running like this. But now that Kasumi's gone, I have no idea what to do with myself.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like the first time in over a year that she actually has to do something for herself and not a role she's playing, right?
Senpai, what should I do?
And that's hard. But I mean, yeah, you have to figure out what you want, Sumire. I can't tell you, I shouldn't tell you. I'm not Maruki. I know you choose well. Morgana just listening in the background.
You can be awfully firm sometimes, Senpai. But you're absolutely correct. I must thank you for allowing me to unload all of this onto you. I'm still not completely sure what I should do, but I plan to think more on it. I've got to figure out what to do with my life now.
Let's reform society.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think Sumire is going to come around. Tomorrow we're going to the palace. I want to take back the world. The real world. Rewriting reality. Also curious, we still haven't accepted Akechi back into our group chat. I would never have thought such a thing possible. Not only that, but this palace is ruled by a persona user. Why does that make any sense? I know god modeling when I see it. At this point, he basically is a god, right? This shit makes Cheeto look small time. Yeah, kinda like with Grail. We need to come up with a plan. That's a good point. We should meet up tomorrow. Sounds good. Speaking of which, how should we contact Akechi-kun? I guess we could let him back into the group chat, right? Or maybe have like 2 group chats, one with Akechi and one without him. Yep, that'd be the quickest. Agreed. Alright, I take care of it. Thanks. 1 month to go, huh? We better come up with a plan. The time's gonna go by fast. I mean, 23 days, it's not even a month. Alright, we have to sleep. Morgana's sleeping, and we have to sleep.
Hey, hey.
This isn't going to be easy. Let's keep our guard up. Aw, everything's so snowy.